Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm up here on my roof in the city of Philadelphia, so stay tuned to see why I'm up here. A couple of weeks ago we had a heavy front come through, high winds, and it broke my antenna. This is an 8-bay antenna, and originally it was supposed to be only 4 bays with a reflector behind it for directionality, but I live in an urban environment and I thought this would be best for receiving stations in both directions. The boom here is pressure treated lumber. There was a piece down here which was doubled up for mounting onto the mast. It broke a little bit above where the mount was because of the high winds. It flew a few houses away. I did manage to find this later, but I need to either rebuild this one or look at something online. So I decided to go online and look for an antenna.
Channel Master has the Omni Plus. It's a 50-mile radius, and it retails for around $69, or if you do a little searching, you can find it slightly cheaper. This suits my purpose, and let's look at the install.
Assembly was so simple I didn't even read the manual. For the VHF elements, there's 2 nuts. For the mount itself into the antenna, there's 2 screws. We have our F jack, or our F connector for our coax, and for my mast I have the 2 lock washers and nuts. I can feel it starting to really tighten up now, so I know there's not going to be too many problems. Feels sturdy. The bracket is metal. It's a good gauge steel that they use here, so I'm sure it lasts a good number of years before it disintegrates. Just attaching our F connector. Make sure it's not cross-threaded or anything. My wrench, just a little bit of a turn. Don't want to tighten it too much. Just snug it up. And now I'm going to put my first layer. I'm going to insulate this. I'm going to put electrical tape. Then I'm going to put a rubber splicing tape further down, and then I'm going to put another cover of electrical tape. I always start from the bottom up, so if water hits it, it comes down and rolls down. If I wrapped it from the top down, the water has some potential to get in from the top and seep in. So now I'm going to start my rubber splicing tape below where my electrical tape ends. This one stretches to help seal it. I should cut off a length here. Okay. And it does stretch quite well, so I'm gonna just overlap all my seams so we don't get too much moisture into the joint. They did include a rubber boot that can go over the coax, but I already have my end on, so that really doesn't help me much here. You can stretch this quite well, but it gets a little thinner, or say narrower. Oh shoot, I just attacked it. and it kind of fuses itself together to help keep out moisture. There is versions that don't have a liner that you have to peel off, but this one I picked up does have a liner, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of mold that to the shape, and my last piece is another coat of electrical tape, which I'm going to start further down the coax, then do my overlapping. This is what I do for my other antennas that I put up. Here's the antenna all dressed up and ready to go. I did add some electrical tape, I'm not sure if you can see that, onto the mount here to hold the coax and down the mast. Here it is all mounted up. I do have it facing the same exact direction within a few degrees of my other antenna, and the radio towers are off in the distance. It's been a couple weeks since I put up the new antenna, and I just wanted to compare the two. Now I know it's not a fair comparison because one, I hadn't done a scan on that old antenna in a while, and two, I don't have them side by side to compare. With that being said, the old antenna got 108 channels that I made. The new antenna got 128 initially, but I did some additional scans at different times of day and different weather conditions, and it kind of seemed to settle down to about 122 channels. Now those additional channels aren't all new channels. Some are duplicates, say of 2.1 from two different markets. And the additional channels that I did get were probably off axis of my old one, and I don't really watch them that much anyway. So given all things equal between the two, the one I built versus the one I bought, I'd probably go with the Channel Master because of the reduced wind load and the loss I experienced with my one that I made. If you like this content, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.